The story begins with MC introducing himself as Cirrus, an upright man who activated a system not long ago. The person he locks into will stir up the deepest feelings within their heart. Amidst the chaos in front of him, he revealed that he originally refused, but not until he encountered this battle. A giant thick demoness spoke up as she released an unconscious soldier. Is this the power of a human hero? How feeble and powerless, no match for my great king at all, the demon king Princess Yug declared as she licked her fingers. Struggling to stand up, the D-class hero Bella urged, Cirrus, you should escape too. The Warcraft levels are too high. Don't worry about me, you're an F-grade hero, so there's no need to show off heroics. Cirrus responded, I came to ensure the city's safety. In such a crucial moment, how can I run away? Don't worry, I can handle her, he confidently declared. Amidst this, the giga-thick Princess Yug stretched her arms to release her sleepiness, declaring that humans are too weak, and they don't pique her interest at all. Noticing her thick assets, his nose bled as Cirrus declared, I won't run away from this battle, no matter what. However, Bella retorted, just standing there facing them, my body can't withstand it, let alone engaging in a battle. Let's just escape. Amidst their conversation, one of the minions alerted the princess to Cirrus's presence. With a savage gleam in her eyes, the princess commands her minions to attack, her thirst for blood evident. Driven by her desire to please her king, Princess Yug rushes toward Cirrus. She envisions crafting a trophy from his head, a wine glass for her beloved ruler. As the system's login prompt flashes, Cirrus braced himself for the impending confrontation. With precise timing, the system locks onto the demon as she rushes. In a split second, the system then activated as Princess Yug seized Cirrus by the head, her mouth dangerously close to his face, poised as if to consume him. The system prompts a notification, kiss completed, attack plus 100, revealing its ability to continuously enhance his combat capabilities. Amidst this unexpected turn of events, Bella's face flushes with shock and disbelief. She blurts out in astonishment, questioning Cirrus's actions and colorful language. Similarly perplexed, one of the minions inquired as to what the princess was doing. Disturbing his happy time, Cirrus swiftly delivered a slash on the monster, splitting it in half. Slightly regaining her composure, the princess swiftly distanced herself from Cirrus, who seemingly feigned anger as he wiped his mouth in the presence of the blushing Bella. Confusion clouds Princess Yug's mind. What's happening to me? Wasn't I supposed to kill him? Why did I end up kissing him? She wonders. As Cirrus speaks passionately about protecting the residents at any cost, Princess Yug attributes her actions to the human's influence. Your Highness just kissed that human a moment ago, didn't she? One of the minions pointed out. Another concurred, I heard recently that your Highness found a younger one outside. It seems true. I heard about it too, but I didn't expect it to be human, the former replied. No wonder this human is so calm, not even avoiding it at all, the latter concluded. A third minion joins the conversation, angrily defending the princess's honor, denouncing any questioning of her loyalty to the king. We are monsters. Only filthy humans would engage in such infidelity, he asserts. Meanwhile, Princess Yug's mind races with thoughts of secrecy and confusion. The king must never find out about me kissing a human, she blushes, her heart pounding erratically. A system prompt shows her current status, agitation value, 15%. As Princess Yug commands her minions to eliminate Cirrus, he braces himself for the impending assault. A formidable minion leaps towards him, slashing with deadly intent. In response, Cirrus meets the attack with a strike of his own, only to watch his sword shatter upon impact. Staring at his broken weapon in disbelief, Cirrus realizes the gravity of the situation as more minions close in on him. With lightning reflexes, he dodges an incoming axe swing, swiftly crouching to evade the deadly blow. Amidst the chaos, Cirrus reflects on his newfound strength. Despite his defense remaining unchanged, his attack power has surged by 100 points. With a swift motion, Cirrus retaliates, cleaving the minion's weapon in half with his broken sword. Yet, another minion lurks behind him, poised for an attack. Displaying remarkable agility, Cirrus swiftly turns, and with extreme grit of his weapon, he unleashes a powerful vertical slash that sends his opponent hurtling through the air. Witnessing Cirrus's incredible prowess, Bella marvels at his strength, realizing it surpasses the capabilities of an F-grade hero. Confident in his abilities, Cirrus concludes that he had cut it in half, only to be met with the harsh reality that his strike had only scratched the monster. Turning around, Cirrus is met with the imposing figure of Princess Yug, her massive frame poised for a devastating kick aimed directly at him. As Princess Yug's massive kick connects with Cirrus, he instinctively shields himself with his arms, absorbing the impact. The force of the blow sends rubble flying, prompting Bella to shield herself while the minions watch with anticipation. Seeing Cirrus pinned beneath the princess, the minions rejoice at his apparent defeat. One of the minions charged at him with murderous intent, only for the princess to slap it with a swing of her tail, sending it back to the distance. Confused, the minion questioned the princess, who strictly ordered them not to move, declaring that disobedience would cost them their lives. With a glint of excitement and a hint of lust in her eyes, Princess Yug declares her intention to personally punish Cirrus, her relentlessness index soaring to 91%. Encouraged by her declaration, the minions eagerly urge her on, chanting for Cirrus's demise. With predatory eyes, the princess leans in close to Cirrus, her fangs bared as she prepares to gobble him up. As her saliva drips onto his ear, the system prompts a boost in Cirrus's defense, who questions if this is the price of his power. Despite his evident eagerness, this shameless self-proclaimed upright man feigns discomfort as he attributes this sacrifice to protect the city's residents. Meanwhile, Princess Yug grapples with conflicting emotions, questioning her sudden desire to engage with a human in such a manner. Suddenly, she realizes the extent of her actions, struggling to regain control of her own body, even as the system prompts an increase in Cirrus's agility. As the scene unfolds, one of the minions watches with a blush, acknowledging the conflicting intentions behind Princess Yug's actions. Despite her orders to kill Cirrus, it appears as though something else is transpiring. However, another minion dismisses such doubts, urging its companion to pay attention and see that the princess is simply trying to break through Cirrus's defense. Meanwhile, Cirrus's attributes continue to increase, bolstering his confidence as he considers his newfound strength. With determination, he raises his broken sword behind the distracted princess, intending to strike. But before he can act, the princess's tail swiftly restrains his arm, preventing him from delivering the blow. With a tight grip around his neck, Cirrus realizes the gravity of the situation. His current abilities are insufficient. The princess slams Cirrus against the wall, confirming the doubts of the earlier minion. Realizing the true danger, both minions now fervently urge the princess to kill him. Flushed with embarrassment and uncertainty, Princess Yug struggles to contain the strange urges coursing through her. As she touches Cirrus's abdomen, covered in armor, she marvels at the audacity of the tiny human challenging the might of monsters. With a mix of excitement and anticipation, she declares her intention to strip Cirrus of his defenses, her enormous hand poised to begin the assault. As Princess Yug grabs Cirrus's armor, she effortlessly shatters it, proclaiming the monster's superiority over humans in both strength and resilience. With eager anticipation, she relishes the prospect of examining his body, her excitement palpable. The minions marvel at the ruthlessness of the princess's actions, cautioning others to take heed. Meanwhile, Cirrus watches helplessly as his armor falls to pieces before him, his sense of protection crumbling along with it. As the princess's hand reaches out towards him, Cirrus struggles to resist, determined to maintain whatever distance he can. Despite her unwavering determination to resist, the princess drools with anticipation as her agitation reaches 100%. Beneath her imposing weight, Cirrus fights against the overwhelming pressure, feeling the strain of her presence. With her tongue sticking out, the voluptuous princess draws closer, her intentions clear. Cirrus grapples with the futility of his situation, realizing his current strength is insufficient against such formidable foes. Meanwhile, Bella watches with a blush, uncertain of the true nature of the encounter unfolding before her. As the princess relentlessly kisses him, Cirrus finds solace in his dedication to protecting the city residents, even if it means sacrificing his own well-being. With resolve burning in his heart, Cirrus purposefully draws Princess Yug's face closer to him, determined to seize the opportunity to increase his stats and power. As they engage in their unconventional battle, multiple system prompts flash, indicating the dynamic changes in his attributes. Amidst their intense fight, a heavily armored demon observes the scene with stunned disbelief. "Beloved concubine," the demon calls out, losing grip on his sword in astonishment as he watches the unexpected scene unfolding before him. As she notices the demon's presence, the princess's embarrassment contrasts with Cirrus's contented expression. Simultaneously, the princess and the minions address him as their king, further complicating the situation. With shock written all over his face, the demon realizes the truth of what he's witnessing. Suddenly, a system prompt alerts, detected Demon Lord Bartley, critical hit received. Subsequently, Cirrus begins to glow with a golden light as all his bonus values are doubled and increased by level 1. Enveloped in a green aura of rage, the Demon Lord vows to kill Cirrus, his fury unleashed. In a desperate attempt to explain, Princess Yug blushes with embarrassment, pleading with the Demon King for understanding. Unfazed, Cirrus readies his broken sword, uncertain if his current level is enough to face this new threat. As the Demon Lord Bartley unleashes a primal roar, he charges at Cirrus with pure anger, demanding that Cirrus stay away from his beloved concubine. With a powerful swing of his sword, Bartley sends Cirrus flying through the air, crashing near Bella. Concerned, Bella inquired if he was alright, but he reassured her that he could still continue the fight. Recalling Bartley's swift and potent attack, Cirrus marvels at his speed and strength, realizing the demon's formidability. Addressing the princess, the level 8 Demon Lord questions her actions. "Didn't you say, it won't happen again next time?" With his hands trembling, Bartley reminded the princess of her promise to let him take her life if she repeated the same mistakes. In response, the princess turns the table on him. "The reason for all of this is because of you. Why did you come so late? What were you doing just now?" Stunned by the accusation, Bartley momentarily processes the mental gymnastics she performed while the minions watch in astonishment. Princess Yug blames Bartley for arriving late and nearly causing her to repeat past mistakes. "You messed up yourself. Yet, you have the audacity to question me and threaten me. It took you so long to come. What were you doing during that time?" With crossed arms and a defiant stance, Princess Yug remained indignant as Bartley attempted to console her, admitting his mistake and promising not to repeat it. Witnessing this exchange, the minions marvel at Bartley's affection towards Princess Yug, each with a newfound understanding of the complexities of love. Recognizing the overwhelming odds against him in facing Bartley, Cirrus quietly plotted his escape, hoping to slip away unnoticed while the others were preoccupied. As Bartley consoles Princess Yug and the minions chatter amongst themselves, Cirrus discreetly suggests to Bella that they make their escape. Concerned for her well-being, he offers to carry her, but Bella insists she can manage despite her fractured leg. With her hands covering her face, the princess laments the temptation she faced in Cirrus's presence, blaming Bartley's late arrival for almost jeopardizing their love. Bartley sought to comfort her, attributing their troubles to the interference of another human. Suddenly, Bartley's attention shifted to Cirrus, his anger evident as he vowed to eliminate him while wondering if Yug would feel sad. In response, the princess clung to Bartley's leg, denying that she would be sad and reassuring him of her unwavering love. Addressing the minions, Bartley expressed his frustration at their failure to intervene, only to learn that Princess Yug had forbidden their involvement. In a fit of anger, Bartley hurled insults at the minions before charging towards Cirrus. Just as Cirrus noticed his approach, Bartley crashed down from above, his imposing figure landing before them with a thunderous impact. Face to face with Cirrus, Bartley unleashed his fury, accusing him of seducing his beloved concubine. As Bartley delivers a powerful slash, Cirrus is sent hurtling through the air, his cry echoing as he crashes near the princess, who watches in confusion. Cirrus grimaces in pain, realizing that several of his ribs are broken. He acknowledges his inability to defend against Bartley's relentless attacks, his speed rendering him nearly invisible. With a ferocious determination, Bartley rushes towards Cirrus, poised to deliver a fatal blow. His eyes burn with hatred as he vows to exact vengeance for Cirrus's attempt to seduce his concubine. In a desperate bid for survival, Cirrus resolves to continue upgrading, knowing it's his only chance against Bartley's onslaught. As Bartley's blade descends, Cirrus urgently commands the system to lock on. Suddenly, Princess Yug intervenes, slapping Bartley and causing him to miss his mark. Taking advantage of the situation, Cirrus seizes the opportunity to flee. Tearful and bewildered, Bartley questions the princess, who passionately gazes in Cirrus's direction, realizing that she truly cares for him. As Cirrus bolts away, the system prompts another critical hit from the Demon Lord, granting Cirrus a level increase. Contemplating his chances against the Demon Lord, Cirrus decides to retreat further before reassessing his strategy. As Princess Yug's uncontrollable desire consumes her, she expresses her longing for Cirrus's body, driven by an overwhelming urge. Bartley tries to restrain her, reminding her of their love. However, Princess Yug breaks free from his grasp, determined to pursue her desires. With a leap, Princess Yug closes the distance between herself and Cirrus, her desire for freedom driving her actions. As she lands atop Cirrus, the system prompts multiple notifications, indicating the intensification of their encounter. Overwhelmed by the situation, Cirrus can only surrender to her advances. In a desperate attempt to restore Princess Yug to her senses, Bartley pleads with her, accepting blame for his own shortcomings and vowing to eliminate Cirrus. Infuriated by Bartley's interference, Princess Yug rebuffs his efforts, dismissing him and asserting her desire to continue her intimate moment with Cirrus. Shocked and brokenhearted, Bartley kneels in defeat as the system registers his emotional turmoil, granting Cirrus a significant level increase. Unable to stand idly, Bella charges at the princess, determined to rescue Cirrus from her clutches. Despite Cirrus's warnings, Bella's attempt is thwarted as the princess's tail restrains her, slamming her against the wall while she continues to indulge in Cirrus's presence. With her tongue sticking out, Princess Yug grapples with the profound changes stirring within her. I feel like I'm no longer the same person, but deep down, there's a sense of joy. Meanwhile, Bartley trembles with his sword in hand, accusing Princess Yug of deceiving him with lies. Despite his tears and protests, he refuses to surrender to her manipulations. In a fit of rage and despair, Bartley charges at them, his sword poised for a deadly strike, determined to exact revenge. The princess braces herself for the impending attack, but as her hair parts from the force, Bartley suddenly halts his sword, just short of Princess Yug's face. Unfazed by Bartley's outburst, Princess Yug continues her advances towards Cirrus, ignoring the Demon King who declares his enduring love for her. Suddenly, Bartley's expression loses its color, his body slumping to the ground as a green energy forms at his abdomen. It is detected that Demon King Bartley is experiencing a complete breakdown, self-destruct imminent, level +3, the system prompted. Noticing this, the princess questions what he is planning to do, and in a panic, the minions debate their options, torn between loyalty and self-preservation, as Bartley gathers energy for his final act. At that crucial moment, the system intervened once more, signaling a significant increase in level to level 10 and unlocking a new skill. Bathed in a radiant golden aura, Cirrus swiftly executed the decisive strike known as Swift Body Slash, seamlessly transforming into a phantom and materializing within striking distance of his adversary. As Bartley's headless body falls to the ground, the self-destruction is halted, bringing an end to the chaos. Reflecting on his newfound strength, Cirrus contemplates the potential for further upgrades and the acquisition of new skills, determined to continue his journey of growth and mastery. Amidst the chaos, Princess Yug expresses her frustration with Bartley's actions, thinking that he should be more understanding the second time, but now he is more upset, causing her to deem him a weak-hearted man. Suddenly, Bartley's body lurches forward, restraining Princess Yug while inadvertently releasing Bella from her tail. He implores her to fulfill her promise to die with him, but she vehemently refuses. As the imminent self-destruction looms, Princess Yug cries out in fear, pleading for someone to save her. Cirrus intervenes, slashing Bartley's arm to free Princess Yug and grabbing her away from the impending explosion. Bartley's last words echo as he detonates, sending the trio flying and causing the floor to collapse. As they plummet downward, the princess seemingly disintegrates, leaving Cirrus and Bella to crash land below with a resounding thud. Caught in the aftermath, Cirrus finds himself between Bella's legs, only to be startled by the presence of a small creature on his chest. As Cirrus observes the creature, a system prompt reveals it to be Demon King Yug in her salamander form, which then enters his pants. Meanwhile, Bella regains consciousness, her concern immediately turning to Cirrus's well-being.